Happy Friday, everyone. It is time for the Friday edition. It is Friday, January 8th. It's time to preview the Super Wildcard weekend. And plus, recap Black Friday. And also, we had a GM get hired this week. So I hope everybody's ready. If you like what you see, kid'll spike that like button. And also, please be kind and hit that subscribe button. We're going to start off with the NFL Black Friday, which happened last week. Black Monday, which happened Monday. New York Jets, surprisingly fired Adam Gase. What a big surprise after going 2-14. Gase fired, and Woody Johnson coming back from overseas will help Joe Douglas with this coaching hire. Some names being mentioned for the coaching hire is Wink Martindale, not the game show host Wink Martindale, but Ravens assistant Wink Martindale is a name to be watched on the coaching search. Another possibility on this coaching search, they've interviewed Marvin Lewis. And also there could be talks of Mike Kafka, who has connections to Joe Douglas. Of course, the Jets will have the number 2 pick. They could be drafting Justin Fields or Zach Wilson or some other pick. And they've got to make a decision on Sam Darnold. Will Joe Douglas trade Sam Darnold? Will he keep Sam Darnold? Those are some questions. I don't think the Jets' vacancy is going to be the greatest. The Jets need culture change as they go into the 2021 season, as they go into this offseason. The other firing is Jacksonville. Jacksonville goes 1-15, and afterwards they fired Doug Marrone. They could be in the market. They're looking at Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer, a great college coach. Can his game translate to the NFL? I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical that Urban Meyer could be good for the NFL. I think Urban's a great college coach. Urban's a lot like Nick Saban. But Saban, of course, great college coach, bombed with the Miami Dolphins. We could see the same situation happen in Jacksonville if Urban Meyer comes to Jacksonville. I don't know if that's really a good hire. Of course, Jacksonville bringing in Trevor Lawrence. Jacksonville could be a very attractive spot. Another possibility could be Eric Bieniemy and John Dorsey. Bieniemy wants Dorsey to be the GM wherever he gets hired. So that is a real possibility is Jacksonville. And with Trevor Lawrence going there, this could be a good spot for Bieniemy. Another coach being fired, Anthony Lynn with the Los Angeles Chargers, fired after going 7-9. I'm surprised. I actually thought 7-9 might have just been good enough for Anthony Lynn to stay. But at this point, I guess Dean Spanos does not want to waste the youth of Justin Herbert. Herbert, the face of the franchise. Will they go offensive mind or defensive mind? That's a question to be had there. Certainly LA. The Chargers will never be a draw there in LA. They've lost the Battle of LA. But they do have a very entertaining quarterback in Justin Herbert. This is going to be a very attractive coaching vacancy this offseason. On to the Texans. The Texans hire Patriots front office guy Nick Cassero. This is a bit underwhelming because this is not good for the Texans, not a good direction for Cal McNair. There is concern if the Texans bomb this coaching hire, there is a really good chance J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson could look for trades out of Houston. If Deshaun Watson gets traded, there will be no shortage of suitors. The Patriots, the Washington football team, and you got the San Francisco 49ers, Chicago, and Denver. So there's 5 teams that will be knocking on the door for Deshaun Watson if he becomes available due to the Texans another Texans underwhelming hire. Now on to what we could talk about. The NFL Super Wildcard games. First game up on the docket, the Indianapolis Colts against the Buffalo Bills. The Bills, the 6.5-point favorites. These two teams did not meet in the regular season, but this game favors Buffalo. This could also possibly be Phillip Rivers' last hurrah in the NFL. Buffalo is on fire right now. Buffalo came hot into the playoffs. Buffalo is on a mission to get to the Super Bowl this year. Josh Allen has become an elite quarterback. The Bills' defense has been much better as of late. As for Indy, you don't know what you're going to get from Phillip Rivers from game to game. Jonathan Taylor had a great day last week running the football. They're going to have to need another good game out of Jonathan Taylor if the Colts want to be anywhere near contending in this game. And of course, the Colts defense has to play better. The Colts defense has kind of struggled for the past few weeks. Who is going to win? Buffalo. Buffalo's going to win. Buffalo is going to cover. Buffalo wins it 38-17. Next game on the docket. The Los Angeles Rams against the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks, the 4-point favorites at home. Good news. We'll see if the Rams and Seahawks split the series 1-1. Of course, the Rams can win this game if Ramsey and Donald are able to shut down the run of Seattle. Last few weeks, Russell Wilson has been more of a game manager. But Wilson can still be Wilson when needed to. But for the most part in this series this year, Donald and Ramsey have roughed up Russell Wilson. So Seattle's going to have to run the ball. Last few weeks, Seattle's defense has been much better. This could be a good game for Bobby Wagner, especially if Goff is not playing this game. Goff is questionable to play tomorrow night's game. So this should be a very fun matchup. If Bobby Wagner is not having Goff, whoever it means Bobby Wagner could have a really good day tackling Cam Akers and Darrell Henderson. Even with Jared Goff starting, Seattle can win by forcing Goff to use his arm. Who wins this game? I think this is going to be a very low-scoring affair. I do think Seattle's going to win and cover. Seattle wins it 24-17. Next up on the docket, one of the biggest mismatches of the week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Washington Football Team. The Buccaneers, the 8-point favorites in this game. The only thing going good for the football team is their defense. Their offense is bad. Alex Smith could possibly be playing his last game of his career on Saturday. Smith still is not 100%, and you got Taylor Heineke as the backup for this game. If the football team wants any prayer of winning this game, it's got to rely on Antonio Gibson running the football. If not, it's going to be a long day. Tom Brady is a better quarterback than Alex Smith. And of course, they've got the better running game. Tampa has a defense. Tampa's going to be able to shut down Washington easily. And if Ronald Jones is able to take off and run, it will be a very long game for Washington. Who wins? Will Washington be the second 7-9 team to win an NFC playoff game? Not this time. Not this time. Tampa takes it. Tampa's going to win. Tampa is going to cover. This game is not even going to be close. Buccaneers win it by a score of 41-20. Now on to the Sunday games. The game of the week, the Baltimore Ravens against the Tennessee Titans. This has all of the makings of a track meet. Baltimore and Tennessee have met earlier in the season. And this could be revenge for Baltimore for Tennessee taking them out last year. Back in November 22nd, the Titans edged out the Ravens 30-24. But the Titans defense is terrible. If the Titans want to have a chance in this game, Derrick Henry's got to get going and going early. Baltimore needs to shut down the run and force Ryan Tannehill to use his arm. Tannehill has not been as effective in the latter half of the season with his arm. So forcing Tannehill to be a passer is what will need to happen if the Ravens want a chance. Defensively, the Ravens have the edge. Ravens can shut down defenses. Tennessee has to pray. Tennessee will need to score 30 to 40 points to win this game. The favorite in this game is the Ravens by 3. Who wins? Who wins this track meet? I think the victor is going to go to Lamar Jackson. Give me the Ravens in this one. Ravens are going to win. Ravens get revenge. Ravens will seek revenge against Kansas City at Arrowhead next week. Ravens win it 35-27. Next up on the docket, the Chicago Bears against the New Orleans Saints. This is another rematch. Chicago and New Orleans met earlier in the season in a game that went to overtime. And the Saints ended up coming up victorious against the Bears back when Nick Foles was starting. The difference is now it is Mitch Trubisky starting. Trubisky is a bit better than Nick Foles. David Montgomery has found a run. The Bears have found a running game in the last few weeks. Chicago did back into the playoffs at 8-8. The Saints are the 10-point favorites in this game. This will be the last playoff run for Drew Brees. Brees is going to retire after this year. So good luck to Drew. Who will win? I'm going to go with the Saints. The Saints are going to win this one at the Dome. But I will not pick them to cover. This will be a much closer game than what the odds makers are making it. This could be somewhere of a 24-21 game for the Saints. Saints get the win, but they do not cover this one. And last on the docket, the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cleveland Browns. Pittsburgh, the 6-point favorites in this game. Over in the trilogy will be in Pittsburgh. These two teams have split the regular season series, but the Browns have not looked great in either one. The Browns barely beat the Steelers' JV squad. The bad news is now you are getting Big Ben back for this game. This could be good games for Juju Smith-Schuster and Chase Claypool. Baker has struggled the last couple games. I don't have confidence in Baker. It's got to come down to Nick Chubb running the ball. I have no confidence in the Browns' defense. The Browns will be without Kevin Stefanski coaching, so that gives Pittsburgh another advantage. This game is not going to be close. Pittsburgh's going to win and set up a meeting with Buffalo next week. I am going to go 41. I think Pittsburgh's going to slaughter Cleveland. Pittsburgh wins. Pittsburgh covers 41-10. And those are my picks for the Super Wildcard weekend. Next, so after this weekend, my picks for the divisional round will be the Kansas City Chiefs against the Baltimore Ravens in a rematch of Monday Night Football earlier this year. And then a rematch between the Bills and the Steelers in Buffalo. On the NFC side, it will be the Buccaneers rematching with the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau on divisional weekend. And on the other side of the bracket, it will be the Seahawks heading to the Dome to play the New Orleans Saints. Those are my picks. Everybody have a good weekend. Enjoy the Super Wildcard weekend. Stay safe, stay home, wear a mask, all that good stuff. Good night, everybody. Peace.